Hey, this is the C&D channel. I'm Chris, this is Dave, and this is MMA for you. We're going to be doing our predictions for UFC Fight Night 25, Battle at the Bayou, which is going to happen on September 17th on Spike TV. So, yeah, let's go start with the prelims and go up to the main card. Okay. First fight tonight, we're going to have Justin Edwards versus George Lopez.
George Lopez.
Yeah, I got George Lopez. I'm very unimpressed with Justin Edwards. He is an Ultimate Fighter alum. He's kind of a lower tier guy. Lost his last fight against Clay Robertson.
He's tough though.
He's a tough guy, yeah, but that's all I really give him. I like Lopez to win this one.
He got 11-1 record, dude.
11-1 record, and he trains with in Vanderlei Silva's One Fight team.
At 22 years old.
Yeah. Okay, next fight after that, we have some bantamweights as Donnie Walker is going to fight Ken Stone.
Donnie Walker, right?
Oh, man, you know what? I know Ken Stone lost his last two, but it was to elite bantamweights and Eddie Wineland by slam and Scott Jorgensen, but they're elite, bantamweights. I'm actually going to go with Ken Stone here.
What?
He trains with ATT. His stand-up looked pretty good against Jorgensen until, he got taken down and subsequently ground and pounded to oblivion.
Alright, let me remind you that Donnie, he has a good stand-out too. Not just that, he has good BJJ. So what if he got taken down?
Stone lost by strikes from the top. Stone's not adverse to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu himself. He made a mistake against Wineland. He actually tried to pull guard on him, and he subsequently got slammed on his head for it. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean he has bad Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Donnie has a good BJJ, good stand out. I still think Donnie Walker will win this fight.
Well, I'm going with Ken Stone.
Fine, whatever.
Just kidding.
Jesus. The next one.
Okay, we got Mike Lulo versus Mackin Semzer.
Mike Lulo.
You got Lulo winning this one because he liked working that ineffective rubber guard that you worked on.
What are you talking about, ineffective rubber guard? That's my best defense, okay? I love rubber guard. I mean, this one is pure emotional play because I love rubber guard. The guy have 6 wins by submission, okay? 5 of them. It's awesome, and then 1 for Gogo Plata. What do you want? What do you want?
I like Mackin Semzer. He's just really strong for as a featherweight. He had that really good fight against Cub Swanson. I feel he's gonna have the superior stand up here, and his just overall aggression too. Mackin Semzer isn't adverse to it's not like he sucks at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He did triangle choke Wagner Fabiano.
Well, let me clear one thing, okay? My guys are not bad on stand-out just because he lost, because last fight, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything. It's the guy is not top, striker. What does that mean,
That Lulo got leg kicked to death in his last fight by Edson Barboza.
Okay, Barboza is awesome. All right, come on, that's not fair. Mm-hmm. I say my guy has a pretty good stand out. He has a good, jiu-jitsu. Don't even need to mention that. I just think there's a possible that he will win. Just because your guy's a monster, so what?
He's all right. He's actually has his share of losses. I just got Mackin Semzer winning this one.
Fine. Next.
Okay, we got 2 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experts as TJ Wahlberger is going to fight Daniel Roberts.
Well, what do we pick?
I got the Ninja out of Cesar Gracie, Daniel Roberts, to win this one.
Yeah, well, of course.
Wahlberger's kind of cool. He actually had, I believe he's the one that is coming off of having the most, in the fight, in his last fight, he had the most submission attempts, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Ninja, though.
Ninja's really good. One thing about Roberts is he has really slit. You saw it in the Mike Guyman fight. He got the Darce. He's really strong. But I also am really impressed with his Kimuras. Dan Roberts has some really good and sneaky Kimuras, man. He finds those things and latches onto to an arm, man.
That's why he's the ninja.
Yeah. His stand-up's not the greatest. That definitely needs some work, but I think he can get the takedown and get the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu going. I expect a really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match going on here.
That'll be interesting to watch.
Yep. Next right after that, we have I think it's Benoit, who's making his... my bad. Next right after that is actually Clay Robertson versus Demarcus Johnson. I got Demarcus Johnson. There's not much to say. I'm not impressed with the last batch of Ultimate Fighter alumni. Demarcus Johnson is also an Ultimate Fighter guy. I've seen him triangle a couple guys. He looked bad against Amir Sadala. He took the fight on short notice, though. I think that Demarcus. It's kind of a pick. I'm going with Demarcus simply because I was largely unimpressed with Clay Robertson, to be perfectly honest. And pretty much that whole group. I was largely unimpressed with a lot of that group.
Okay, going forward.
Going forward, we got Matt Riddle versus UFC newcomer Lance Benoit. Here's the thing with Matt Riddle. He started his UFC career he started his MMA career pretty much in the UFC, his professional MMA career. He's one thing with Riddle. He's really big for the weight class. He's coming off a lot of injuries, though. He's had to pull out of a lot of fights. He was supposed to fight guys like Matt Brown and whatnot, and he had to pull out due to injury a lot of times. He's
a sloppy striker, dude.
Yeah, if you saw his last fight against Sean Pearson, the guy was shadow boxing and doing cardio kickboxing. He was seriously punching air and strikes that looked like cardio kickboxing. I didn't know who this guy was. I've seen Matt Riddle go crazy on Demarcus Johnson. When Riddle utilizes his wrestling, I would actually pick him to win. When he beat Demarcus Johnson, he took him down and pounded him very well.
Forget about Riddle. Okay, talk about Lance. He got 5-0 record, 4 win by submission, 1 by head kick. Okay, that guy's pretty good. All right. Yeah,
he's definitely. If he wins this fight, I'll definitely look out for the guy. You never know with UFC newcomers. It's really tough. I'm picking Lance to win myself. He's actually been scheduled to fight for the UFC for a while. I think he's had to pull. Stuff's happened where he wasn't able to fight. But yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
Awesome.
And next fight after that, we have Ultimate Fighter alum Shamar Bailey versus Evan Dunham. Got Evan Dunham too, man. Yeah. Shamar Bailey is a lay-in prey specialist. I don't know what to say. She seriously takes guys down and lays on them. He doesn't.
What do I call those guys? Very typical wrestler. Super typical.
Yeah, he's really strong, especially for the weight class. He's just a really big dude. But he also gasses, too, because he's so strong. He's really muscular. Evan Dunham, this is the guy who fought Sean Shirk and got that bullshit call, pretty much.
Yeah. That's stupid. But Evan have a good, good BJJ, awesome BJJ compared to the guy he's fighting with.
I think he might have a height advantage. I would assume that Dunham. I think he's gonna have a height advantage, which means a reach advantage. His stand-up looked really good against Sean Shirk. If you look at Sean Shirk, a small, stocky, strong wrestler, and Shamar Bailey's kind of like that, and Evan Dunham has fought that type of guy before. Probably a better version of Shamar Bailey, and did very well. Got to go with Evan Dunham to win this one.
Absolutely.
Okay. Final fight on prelims, we got Cody McKenzie versus Wagner Roca.
Do we need to say anything about this?
No, McKenzie's a cool guy.
I know.
He's a tough alum. He's a gritty guy. He's not particularly technical. He has a great guillotine. They call him the Is it McKenzie or something? I forgot what it's called. Wagner Roca he didn't look good against Cerrone at all, but he has a superior Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu pedigree. I think Roca isn't gonna fight. He's not fighting Cerrone here.
Mm-hmm.
He could potentially get the takedowns and work his superior Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game. So I'm gonna go with Wagner Roca to win this one.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay, up to the main card. We're gonna have the returning Allen the Talent Belcher versus Jason the Athlete McDonald.
Allen, man. Allen all the way.
Allen is one of those guys, before he came off his eye injury, was actually breaking through into the top 10. Mm-hmm. He beat Patrick Cote and was coming off a really good win streak. He's a guy that was steadily improving. This was a guy whose ground game was his weakest part, and he was of his game, and he's actually getting a good amount of submissions under his belt now. His ground game's a lot stronger than it used to be.
Absolutely. I mean, I know that he's coming out for 1 year later, but dude,
due to an eye injury too. He was about to go blind, man.
I mean, the guy's tough and he improved himself. I don't even need to mention that he has great Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Do I need to say that? I mean, he's gonna win.
Yeah. Jason McDonald is the athlete for a reason. I mean, his striking's mediocre. It's not great. It's good. His wrestling's good. It's not great. I don't know if you remember, Jason McDonald had that great fight against Damian Maia. Mm-hmm. They had a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match, and it was really good. He held his own, but he eventually he held his own. I mean, that's the way to say it against Damian Maia. But he got mounted, and he got his back taken and got choked out.
But it's Damian Maia.
Yeah.
Because not like some other BJJ guys, not you and me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Damian Maia's pretty good, so...
Yeah. He's pretty good. He's one of the best.
Okay, he's really good.
Yeah. I gotta go with Belcher. I think he definitely wins in the stand-up department here, and I think he can hold his own on the ground.
Yes.
Okay, next fight after that we have some featherweights, as Jonathan Brookins is moving back down to featherweight, as he's gonna fight Erik Koch.
Erik Koch.
Got Erik Koch here myself. Jonathan Brookins is the winner of the Ultimate. One of the winners of the Ultimate Fighter. He was getting light up in his fight against Michael Johnson, who is mainly a wrestler with who's improving his boxing. Mm-hmm. He sticks his chin out a lot. His stand-up is just awkward. It is bad. Defensively speaking, it is terrible.
Okay, but Johnson have a really good BJJ, if you remember, and good wrestling too. I mean, I like him. As just his standout is just so terrible. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, Erik Koch, his striking is superior. He knocked out a Sunshao. That was really cool. He trains out of Rufus Sports. Mm-hmm. And it's not like he sucks on the ground or something. It's not the case where he sucks on. I believe he fought like Chad Mendes, and Mendes actually had a really hard time taking him down, if I'm not mistaken. I think Chad Mendes might be Erik Koch's only loss, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong here, but yeah, I got Erik Koch. He's actually someone to look at. In featherweight, this guy, after like maybe 2 or 3 wins, he might actually challenge for the title, to be perfectly honest. Yeah.
That fast?
Yeah, he's on a tear, man. He's looking really good. He's someone to look out for. Brookins, even if he's going down his natural weight class, he's already lost to Jose Aldo pretty bad. Mm-hmm. His stand-up's just so bad. I don't know what to say. It's just really not good.
Okay, give it a couple years, alright?
Okay. I like Brookins. I actually like him. I am a fan of his, but I think Erik Koch is going to win.
Okay.
Okay, co-main event. We got Ultimate Fighter winner Court McGee versus your Korean brother Dongi Yang.
I don't care what you say. Donnie Yang gonna win. I don't care. I don't want to listen. Okay, next.
No, that's not. I mean, Court McGee. Honestly, I worry for Court McGee. I mean, he looked in the first round of the Ryan Jensen fight, I mean, he didn't look that good. It was Ryan Jensen was wearing down, and then Court McGee managed to get an arm try. You know, he's such a tough. He has really good cardio and just such a tough guy. But he's a small welterweight. That's one thing I kind of worry about McGee. Honestly, I'm picking McGee to win this one, but
you're crazy.
You know, it's not like a one-sided thing or something. I can see Donnie with Yang actually possibly outstriking him. It's just
of course, he TKO most of the guy.
Yeah.
TKO. He's not just KO. He TKO people, man.
Yeah, the thing with one thing with McGee is he works harder than his opponent. That's one way he wins.
Okay, my Korean brother work hard too. Okay, what are you saying here?
Yeah. It's just that McGee has a really good work rate. He tends to outwork opponents to win, and that's like the story with McGee. That's why I'm gonna pick him to win, but I think Donnie Yang actually has a good chance here.
Yes, and you are wrong. Donnie Yang gonna win. Yes. Period.
Yeah. Okay. The main event of the night we have rising welterweight star Jake Ellenberger versus Jake Shields.
Jake versus Jake. I know who you're gonna pick, and
Jake,
you are
right?
wrong.
Yeah,
you are wrong.
Jake.
You're supposed to pick Shield.
Huh? You know what?
You are wrong. Shield gonna win.
I have a lot of bias against Jake Shields. I'm gonna say this with him.
I promise you.
I don't know how he like. This is gonna sound stupid, but like I'm not terribly impressed with this guy's wrestling. I'm very surprised he's able to take guys down. His wrestling isn't that.
Well, that's a diss, man.
You know, I see his single leg takedown. He forces. I mean, it's the same story with Jake Shields.
Yes.
He'll grab a leg and he'll force that takedown.
It's aggressive, okay?
And he's really aggressive, and that's pretty much how he completes his takedown. I mean, he's
a lot of power.
But he gasses himself out. I mean, he pretty much forfeited trying to take GSP down because GSP's takedown defense was just really good. I mean, he grabbed a leg.
GSP though, you know.
Yeah, against Henderson, I mean, he was getting killed, and that's why I'm gonna draw a little more parallels to the Dan Henderson fight. But Dan Henderson in the first round against Jake Shields. Ellenberger has the superior striking and KO power. He is a good wrestler himself. You know, that's the thing. And he's coming off a 4-fight win streak. Knocked out Sean Pearson in his last fight. Did really well against Carlos Condit, man. And arguably, in some guys' eyes, he won that fight.
But do I need to remind you that his BJJ is very questionable? Okay,
there was the Carlos Roca fight where Roca, being the superior Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, managed to sweep Ellenberger and get him in some really bad spots.
You remember, so why Shield cannot do the same thing?
I just kind of think that Ellenberger is going to be a little more ready for the takedowns. And probably not go... Because one thing that Ellenberger was going for was his own takedowns. I don't know if he's going to try and take Shields down. I think he might want to even keep the fight standing. I feel he is the superior striker.
But just so you remember, if Shield pull guard or anything, I mean, Shield have a great BJJ and he can do guard pass like crazy. I mean, his BJJ is good. Right, if the fight turn on the ground, I think Shield can win this. Yeah,
he could definitely win it. Shields, I don't see him finishing Ellenberger. If he does win, it's because of top control. Guard passing, I do like that Jake Shields is aggressive about guard passing, which is a lot different than, say, a John Fitch or a Chael Sonnen. I do like that. He actually is looking for a dominant position.
Absolutely.
Which I do like. I just think that Ellenberger is going to be able to keep the fight standing and use his superior striking to beat Jake Shields to the punch. I also think that his wrestling is good enough to keep the fight standing as well.
I see your point. I just say if the ground on the ground, that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
I do think with Ellenberger, against Ellenberger has really good ground and pound as well. He has gotten tied up against like Mike Pyle, even though Pyle's on his back. So it's not like Ellenberger. His weakness definitely is in BJJ.
You're fighting with someone who has really good BJJ.
And yeah, that's what concerns me the most.
Yeah. It's not like just a little bit better. When we talk about Shields BJJ, it's aggressive, it's positional control, it's good.
Yeah, exactly. But he has to get it down there in order to work it. So,
Alright, that's it.
Yeah.
Done.
So, that's pretty much it for our UFC Fight Night 25 predictions. If you have any comments, please leave them below.
Absolutely, and please subscribe us.
Okay, yeah. And that's it for MMA for you. Thank you very much.